Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalia and this is Nesthetics, where I talk about topics that I care about and you should care about too if you choose. I changed my intro because I realized that I'm kind of changing my channel a little bit, going in a not really different direction, but all of my stuff is not going to be all about activism as I usually say. So change the intro. What's new? And today we're going to be talking about why Joe Biden and Kamala Harris don't care about black people, and we're going to do that while I take down my hair, so that's why I look like this. So yeah, let's get started. If y'all see me struggling to take down my hair, because I'm trying to save this crochet and I'm not finna cut it out because I'm finna reuse it. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, they do not care about black people, and at this point I really regret like voting for them because they are not doing anything. And you know, we are talking about black people, but you know, the stuff that's going on with Palestine right now, like, it don't seem like they care at all. It's like, do y'all care about anybody? Like, I don't know, like, what are y'all doing? Like, Joe and Kamala, what y'all doing out there? Because I want to know what y'all doing. I see y'all done passed the anti-Asian hate crime bill. Y'all done signed executive orders for LGBTQ plus folks. That's cool. Like, I'm happy about that. But it's like, I don't know. Y'all not doing enough for me. Y'all not doing it for me. Your administration is not giving what it's supposed to give.
It's not even giving what y'all said it was supposed to give. No.
It's not. Voting for them was basically just like the lesser of two evils, just like it was when it was Donald Trump and Hilary. You know, like, these candidates, they really put on a show. Like, they really put on a show when it's time to run for president, then get that role. Okay, we getting somewhere. Okay, so it's they really put on a front, because like, even with Hilary, like, even though I was young when she ran against Barack Obama in like 2008, I believe I was in the 4th grade. I remember when people were saying that like Hilary said racist stuff about Barack Obama and stuff like that. So now all of a sudden, you know, Hilary is running against Donald Trump and all of a sudden we're supposed to love her. And forget about the stuff she said 4 years ago, the racist stuff she might have said 4 years ago about Barack Obama. It's like, we just been choosing the lesser of two evils all of this time. And it's annoying. Like, it's so annoying because like neither candidates are good. Like, we really need some better candidates for president, because y'all is not doing what y'all supposed to do. Like, I mean, I understand being president, vice president is a huge job and a huge responsibility, but y'all not giving what y'all supposed to give. Okay, I think y'all could do a lot better. And just like Kanye said when George Bush was in office, George Bush don't care about black people. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris don't care about black people. So black folks swore that like, oh, you know, if we get Kamala and Joe in office, then all we gotta do is apply pressure. We gotta apply pressure to them. Where's the pressure? Where's the pressure? I don't see the pressure. I don't feel the pressure. Where's the pressure being applied? Where's the pressure being applied? I have way too much energy for this video today. But where's the pressure being applied? Like, I don't feel any pressure. Like, if we really want to apply pressure and we want to say we want to apply pressure, then we gonna have to do like MLK did, like, back in the day. Okay, MLK. Let me see if I can get a little view on MLK. We gonna have to do what that man did. Okay, we're gonna have to do what he did back in the day, because like, if you think about it, the Selma marches, I think, of 1964. Let me look at my notes. The Selma marches, 1965. So during those marches, like, what those marches accomplished was getting the Voting Rights Act of 1965 passed. So black people were marching because they could not vote without Jim Crow laws getting in the way. You know, they had like literacy tests, you know, stupid tests, you know, in order for black people to be able to vote. How many gummy drops is in like this little jar? Like, in order for you to be able to vote, if you don't get the right answer, then you can't vote. Like, that's why they were marching. And then as a result, the Voting Rights Act of 1965 got passed so that those Jim Crow laws didn't prevent black people from voting. Even though like there are still problems where, you know, there is voter suppression and trying to prevent black people from voting, at least that was a first stepping stone in the right direction. MLK, he met with the president at the time, Lyndon B. Johnson, met with him multiple times and talked about racial equality. That was a time when like black leaders were like meeting with presidents and able to actually go in the White House, go in the office, and, you know, talk about what needed to be talked about. So if we want to apply pressure and we talk about we're going to apply pressure to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, that's the kind of stuff that we need to do. But I really don't feel like our community, our black community, or just our community in general, because it wasn't just black people marching in those marches. There was a good mix of everybody, okay? People coming in solidarity. Solidarity, that's what we need, solidarity. So I don't think our community in general, you know, with everybody, is fit right now to do some stuff like MLK and everybody else did back in the day in order to get something passed. Because I am happy that, you know, the anti-Aging hate crime bill was passed. I'm happy that the LGBTQ folks, they got their executive order. You know, I am happy for those groups that they got those protections for themselves. I just think that black people need a bill too. And it's like, those groups didn't have to apply pressure. So yeah, maybe like those groups might have came out and said different things, you know, talking about how they need protection and things like that. But why always in history, like black people have to apply pressure, the biggest pressure, in order for us to get something done? We shouldn't have had to march all the way in Selma. We shouldn't have had to do all those marches because it was multiple marches. Shouldn't have to get shot down by tear gas and fire hoses and get beat up. We shouldn't have had to do all that in order to get a bill passed. So you telling me we got to apply that much pressure? We got to apply that much pressure in order for something for us to get done for us? Like, that doesn't make any sense. But yet, y'all, it's like the administration or just like the government just likes to ignore stuff, or like they're not ignoring it. It's like they see it, but then they push it to the side and they throw it under the rug. So clearly y'all saw last year with COVID, like a lot of Asian people across the globe, but especially Asian Americans, they were getting attacked. They were being called different names. They were being discriminated against. And then even more recently with Asian people getting attacked, like y'all been seeing all of this. Clearly y'all been seeing all of this. So that's why y'all passed the bill. Y'all passed the bill because y'all saw this. I know y'all see black people getting killed by police. I know y'all see it because Joe and Kamala, y'all talked about it. Y'all want to bring up George Floyd. Y'all want to bring up Breonna Taylor. Y'all want to bring up Ahmaud when y'all was doing y'all campaigns. Y'all did. But where's that energy now? Where's the energy now? Cause I don't hear it. So it's like y'all choose to pay attention to what y'all want to pay attention when y'all want to pay attention to it. And y'all choose to talk about what y'all want to talk about when y'all want to talk about it. But no, we're going to talk about it right now. We're going to talk about it right now because this is a shame. That's a shame. Even though like black people are not getting, you know, lynched per se, like we used to, getting hung from trees and stuff like that, it's like we are still getting killed by police. That's modern day lynching to me. That's modern day lynching, okay? So I just don't understand why we have to apply so much pressure in order for stuff to get done. It's like y'all don't care in the first place. We have to actually like apply pressure for y'all to actually give a like why? Why? What really bugs me is like they really did all they could, talked all they talked to get the black vote and then dipped. Black people put y'all in office. We put y'all in office. And this is what y'all do. Like, this is what y'all do. And it's like Kamala, who was biracial, she used her blackness for once to her advantage. She used it because it was convenient. She used it so that she could get the black vote. You're like, hey, y'all, I'm black like you. I'm black just like you. Come on and vote for me. And then Joe talking about if you don't vote for me, you're not black. Like, sir, how you gonna tell us what it means to be black? Who are you? Okay? Like, y'all did all of that performative, y'all did a performance for real. That was a performance that y'all did to get us to vote for y'all. I shouldn't have voted for y'all. I really shouldn't have just... See, it just, like, all this stuff, it just makes me just regret voting. Like, why did I even vote for them? I wouldn't have voted for Trump, but it's like, I shouldn't have voted for anybody at this point. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. So now I want to talk a little bit about Kamala and Joe's past. So just a little bit, you know. So, you know, with Joe, he was in favor when he was a senator of this 1994 crime bill. And, you know, he was really, you know, tough on crime, you know, get them off the streets, get the criminals off the street, all of that. Kind of similar to like how Bill Clinton, he had like the three strikes rule, and how that really impacted the black community negatively for people with different criminal offenses and stuff like that. So a lot of people back then were really, you know, tough on crime. Like, they had to do what they needed to do in order to succeed in the political world. So if like people, society is perceiving that, you know, crime is going up and they want something to be done about crime, you know, politicians is going to be like, put on this front like, yeah, I'm tough on crime. We're passing this crime bill. We doing this, this, and that. We getting the criminals off the street. So Joe Biden, you know, he was in favor of that, and that did impact the black community, his 1994 crime bill. And then Kamala, like, she has been, you know, prosecutor, district attorney, attorney general. Like, she's done all of that stuff. And reading about her past, like, she was never really, even though she has done some good things, she was never really like keeping police accountable. She never really took a stance. But now all of a sudden, when you're president, you take a stance on police brutality and keeping police accountable. But your whole career as a attorney general, prosecutor, you didn't take a stance, but now all of a sudden you want to take a stance. Like, no. Like, that's how you know all of this stuff is performative. Like, if you look at people's past, yeah, people change, but people don't just change like that overnight. Like, if you had these same ideas in your head for years, and this is what you believed, how all of a sudden it changed? All of a sudden when you was running for president, you running for vice president, like when you got chosen for vice president, like that don't make sense. So it's like both of their past shows us already how they feel about how they really feel about black people and how they feel about the black community. If y'all never took a stance on the black community and caring about the black community before, why all of a sudden should we have believed you when you said, okay, we're taking a stance now and we want to help the black community, like all of this? No, it was all a lie. A lie. But I get it though. I don't necessarily just blame Kamala and Joe, because politics is a dirty game. And you got to do what you got to do to get to the top. It's a dirty game. But I guess we just fell for the okie doke, I guess. I feel like anybody who sits at the top, you know, at the White House, like if you're president, you automatically are a perpetuator of white supremacy in my eyes, because America is a country that was built on white supremacy. And if you are the top person in this country built on white supremacy, then you're perpetuating it. You're not trying to undo it. You know, you're not trying to undo it. Even like Barack Obama, when we think about him, what did he really do for the black community while he was in office for 2 terms? And like I said, I don't necessarily blame the people, just the people, but I blame the system as well, because that's how it was built to work. And, you know, it was a lot of police killings under Obama, during Obama's term too. Police killings of black folks, you know. That's during his terms is when a lot of the stuff, uprising started with like Trayvon, Michael Brown, and a whole bunch of other names that we already know. So it's really the system. So it don't matter who sits at the top. Even if they say they're going to try to support the black community, it's going to be hard. Because I don't know. For me, I believe if you're sitting at the top like that, you are automatically a perpetuator of white supremacy. And then we also saw like was it Joe and Kamala? But I know it was Kamala. I've seen Kamala. Might have been Joe too, but they were talking about how America's not a racist country. Like, are y'all colorblind? Are y'all colorblind all of a sudden? Y'all legally blind?
I'm legally blind. I can see barely, but
all of a sudden, America is not a racist country. Like, where did this come from? Kamala, sis, I'm gonna need you to get out the sunken place, sis. Cause how you go to Howard and you talking about America not a racist country, sis, girl, what you talking about? And I also think when you get that high up, like, you lose empathy. It's hard to connect with regular people in society, and that goes for black people who are politicians as well. So if we think about Obama and think about the Obamas, like, they grew up on the south side of Chicago. They know what it's like to be in that neighborhood, to be around black people. They've seen things growing up, okay? And I don't know about Kamala's background, but Kamala went to Howard. She's an AKA. She's been around black people. She knows about the black struggle. So it's like, if you know about this, if you have somewhat lived it or at least seen it, and I'm pretty sure Obama, you know, I don't remember their story, but I'm pretty sure they seen things, heard things in their neighborhoods growing up. So they know, even if they didn't experience directly black struggle, and they didn't struggle as a family, Michelle and Barack's families growing up, they know. Like, y'all grew up in Chicago. Y'all know what it's like for black people to struggle. Y'all been all up and through Chicago, so y'all know. So I feel like they lose a certain level of empathy when they get to that higher up point. Even if they have seen black struggle, experienced black struggle, that empathy, even though like Barack Obama was like, I am Trayvon Martin, like deep down he probably knew that he was not. Not saying that Barack Obama is he can't get discriminated against or like things like that. It's not that. It's just that you lose a certain amount of empathy, I feel like. I just feel like you become disconnected to your blackness in a way when you're that high up. And it's like Kamala wasn't even talking about her blackness at all until it was convenient for her. So, and I feel like especially if you went to Howard, I would think you would be connected to your blackness, like the black Mecca. And plus you're in an AKA, you're in a Divine Nine, one of the black sororities. So it's like, are you disconnected from your blackness all of a sudden that you're that high up? Like, I don't know. I feel like politics got to be some type of brainwashing or something. I don't know. And I don't want to know about it. I don't want to be a politician or anything, because I couldn't do that. But that's all I got to say, is that Joe and Kamala, they don't care about black people. They don't. Okay? We voted for them and we fell for the okie doke, and now they ain't doing nothing for us. Now what do we do? I don't know. I don't have the solutions. I'm just here to share my opinions. So yeah, thank y'all for sitting with me while I took down my hair, and now I'm gonna detangle it and do all of that and wash it. So yeah, Joe Biden and Kamala don't care about black people. I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.